Okay, so picture this. You're at the Olympics, maybe the World Cup. You're in this huge stadium, right? And it's just buzzing with this chaotic energy of thousands and thousands of strangers, people from all over the globe. And then the music starts.
And just like that, all that chaos, it just stops. Thousands of people who were total strangers a second ago are now standing together. For a few minutes, it's like they've become one single, unified thing. Now, we usually think it's the words, right? The lyrics about glory or freedom or sacrifice. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the real power isn't in the words at all?
See, the big idea we're diving into is that the real magic of a national anthem isn't what you sing, it's what you hear. It's hidden in the space between the notes. So we're going to deconstruct this sonic architecture of patriotism. We're going to see how a few simple vibrations in the air can actually build that powerful feeling of us.
So how is this powerful feeling actually built? Well, it all starts with a foundation. Let's talk about what we're calling the pillars of stability. This is the musical bedrock that makes an anthem feel so, strong and unshakable. Okay, the key concept we need to get is something called a musical interval. And don't worry, it's a super simple idea. It's really just the distance in pitch between two notes. But here's the thing. As you're about to see, not all of these distances are created equal. Some are meant to make you feel stable and secure, and others, they're designed to create tension. And this is where it gets really cool. Anthems are almost always built on what musicians call perfect intervals. We're talking specifically about the fourth and the fifth. When your ear hears these, it's like a sense of resolution. It feels complete, final. They feel psychologically strong, grounded. It's the total opposite of those tense, dissonant sounds that just leave you feeling kind of uneasy, like something's not finished. So that feeling of stability in the music, it translates directly to how we feel. By building a melody on these perfect intervals, the composer is subconsciously telling you that the nation is stable, that it's grounded, that it's permanent. The music itself is projecting this image of an unshakable state. Just think about the French anthem, La Marseillaise. That famous opening, Allons enfants. That is a powerful, ascending, perfect fourth. It's not just a couple of notes, it's a statement. It's like this bold, assertive trumpet call that just grabs your attention and says, listen up.
All right, so we've got our stable foundation. Now let's add the next layer. Think of it like the emotional paint that gives the whole structure its distinct, optimistic color.
And this is where the difference between major and minor keys becomes absolutely crucial. The vast majority of national anthems are in a major key, and there's a really specific reason for that. Major keys, they just sound bright, triumphant, optimistic. Minor keys, on the other hand, they feel more introspective, maybe a little sad or serious. And let's be honest, you can't build a national identity on everyone feeling sad together. You build it on shared hope.
So what's the secret ingredient? Well, the specific interval that gives a major key that optimistic character is called the major third. I mean, you can basically think of it as the sound of victory. It's the sonic version of words like glory or triumph. It makes the music feel confident and victorious, not just, happy. A perfect example of this is the Star-Spangled Banner. Those very first three notes you hear, oh, say, that's a major chord, and it's built on that major third. It's just such a bright, confident opening statement. Right away, it sets this tone of collective confidence and triumph before a single word of the story is even told.
Okay, so we've established that an anthem is stable, and it's optimistic. But it can't just sit there, right? It needs to create momentum. It has to move us forward, both literally and figuratively. And that brings us to our final element, the sound of aspiration.
So a melody can basically move in two ways. It can go step by step, just moving to the very next note, which feels kind of cautious, very deliberate, or it can leap, jumping over a bunch of notes all at once. And that is what you hear in anthems all the time. Those leaps feel active, they feel energetic, they feel courageous. And psychologically, these upward leaps are so powerful. Think about it. They musically mimic the physical act of reaching for something, of rising up, of looking up towards some higher ideal. They're basically a musical call to action. They turn us from just passive listeners into active participants who are all sharing the same dream.
And here's the really crucial part. When you sing along, the melody literally forces your own voice to physically rise up to hit those high notes. This creates this incredible physical mirroring of that patriotic feeling. The music isn't just telling you to aspire to something greater, it's making your body perform the act of aspiring.
So let's put it all together now. We've got stability, we've got optimism, and we've got aspiration. You see, these aren't just random musical choices. They are the core components of a very carefully engineered sonic experience.
So here it is, the anthem blueprint. It all starts with that bedrock of perfect intervals, which grounds you in stability. Then, you've got the major thirds, which brighten everything with a sense of hope. And finally, soaring over it all, you have those ascending leaps, pulling you and everyone else into shared action.
When you really look at it this way, national anthems stop being just songs, don't they? They reveal themselves for what they are. Incredibly sophisticated psychological technologies. I mean, they're tools refined over centuries, designed to get a very specific and very powerful emotional response from a huge group of people all at the same time. And that is their ultimate purpose. All of these musical tricks, all these elements, they're all working together with one single goal in mind, to turn millions of individual eyes, each with their own life, their own thoughts, their own feelings, into one single resonant we. A we that's vibrating with the exact same sense of identity and shared purpose. So, the next time you hear an anthem play, listen past the words. Listen for that bedrock of stability. Listen for the color of hope. Listen for that call to action. It really makes you think, a song can't build a nation, or can it?